As with all activity, please move at a pace and level that's comfortable with you. To reduce and avoid injury, please check with your doctor before following this Rise and Shine yoga routine. If you experience new pain or discomfort during this routine, please modify or stop your movement. By performing any fitness exercises, you are performing them at your own risk. Pain BC will not be responsible or liable for any injury or harm you sustain as a result of this video. Thanks for your understanding.
Welcome to Pain BC's Day of Movement. I'm Sarah Jameson, Fundraising Chair for Pain BC and lead mover and shaker for your online Day of Movement session. This day exists because Pain BC is dedicated towards promoting health and well-being in our community, as well as raising awareness and raising funds to support those with the burden of chronic pain. The Rise and Shine video is designed for anyone and everyone, no matter what your point of entry. You can choose to perform these joint and tissue sequences, seated or standing, so you can feel confident as you move through the slow, progressive flows. Your participation today offers you the opportunity to not only support this great cause, but you are taking the time to invest in your personal health, and you can do so within your own comfort zone. This video is designed to encourage exploration of your authentic movement. So for the next 20 minutes, take the time to breathe, release, and restore. We're going to start with a little bit of deep breathing. Place the hands on the belly, and as you take a deep inhale, focus on breathing fully down into the pelvis, as well as expanding the rib cage and the belly. We're going to do this a few times. Take a deep inhale, full exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as we continue to breathe, slowly start to spread the toes and start to soften the knees. Good. On your next inhale, float the arms to the side, and let's go ahead and inhale the arms up, extending through the side body, and then exhale, releasing the energy down. Inhale the arms up, and slowly exhale, release. Inhale the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale the arms down, releasing. Inhale, open up the side body. As we exhale, let's bring the hands to heart center. One arm circle at a time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming down the midline of the body. Opposite arm, inhale up. Exhale, release. One more per side. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One more time, opposite side. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, crossing the wrists up. Inhale to pause. Exhale to release. Inhale, pressing. Exhale, pulling. Inhale and pausing. Exhale, releasing. We'll do this wrist cross 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Good. Floating the hands down to the side. We're going to step back with our left leg. Taking in a deep inhale, keeping the knees soft, we exhale, pressing forward. Inhaling, parting the clouds. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. One more. Exhale. And inhale. Good. As we gently breathe, just feel the rocking from front foot to back foot, feeling all the 4 corners of the feet. Allowing the knees to softly move. Good. And exhale. exhale. Let's come back to center and step back with the opposite leg. Take an inhale at center. Exhale, pressing forward. And inhale, parting the clouds to come back to center. Moving slow and steady. And we'll do one more. Good. Let's come back to center. We're going to take our feet hip width apart to the edges of the mat. Tai Chi knee twist. We keep soft knees. From here, we're going to look towards our left side and then straighten our right leg, bending our left knee. Hold. Inhale, look in the opposite direction, and then exhale, float the knee to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, gentle movement. Inhale to center. Exhale, gentle movement. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Again, making sure that you follow your own breath cycle. So if we're going too fast, feel free to slow it down. Good. This time, we hold here. We inhale, look to the left, and then exhale, forward. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, forward. 3 more breaths. This allows us to create a little bit more movement in the feet, the ankles and the knees, and also helps us lubricate the joints. Last one. Good. Let's come back to center. Feet shoulder width apart. Slight bend in the knees. We inhale the arms up, opening up the chest. We exhale, curl the body in, bringing the elbows together and tucking the pelvis. We inhale the arms up. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale and round. Inhale, chest tall and proud. Exhale and round. Good, we'll do one more. Inhale. And exhale, tucking the pelvis, rounding the back. As we continue to inhale and exhale, as we round the back, think of creating space between each one of the vertebrae. Releasing the spine and releasing the chest. Coming back to center, we slide the hands down the thighs into spinal wave. We inhale, hips go back, chin comes forward. As we exhale, tuck the chin in, tuck the pelvis and wave all the way back up. Inhale forward. Exhale, wave up. As we continue to move in this fashion, the goal here is to allow us to release the spine and energize the spine. Keeping rooted to the floor, keeping the knees soft. 2 more. Good, coming back to center, we move in to focus on the pelvis with pelvic tilts. Take your thumbs and find the bottom of your rib cage. And then take the middle fingers and see if you can find your hips. From here, we take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to slowly start to bring the hips and the rib cage together by tucking the pelvis under. As we inhale, we open and extend. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Good, 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, open. And exhale, tuck. Good. Keeping the knees soft again, we come into our lateral hip tilts. So as I tilt my left pelvis up, I bend my left knee, and then as I tilt to the right, I bend the right knee. We keep the knees nice and soft. This may be a little bit challenging for some of you. That's okay. The goal here is to improve mobility in the hip joint, but to also release a little bit of the lower lumbar and some of the tight tissue that sits around our low back. So go at your own speed. Good. We'll go ahead and do a couple more. Good, coming back to center, we now add all of that together. So we start with our tuck, to our side, back, to the side. Small hip circles. So start to shave away the tension and try to isolate just moving through the hips and the low back. Much like a hula hoop. Good, remember, keep those knees soft. Good, let's go ahead and we'll switch sides. So again, we tuck at the center and then make our way around, shaving the tension as we go. Good. One more. Let's bring that back to center. So now that we've warmed up the hips a little bit, we're going to go on to the shoulders. Again, working those major joint complexes. We bring the hands down to the side, and if you can, try to straighten the arms. This allows us to isolate the shoulders and create a little positive tension in the arm lines. We're going to start with a forward roll, reach the shoulders up towards the ears, and allow the body to just drop down in the back. We inhale up, exhale, drop down. Nice and slow. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Switching directions. So this time we reach the shoulders to the back and then up and around to the front. Slow and steady. Allow the shoulder blades to slide off the rib cage. Allow there to be natural, authentic movement. Good. This helps to release a little bit of the upper spine as well as the upper neck. Two more. Good. We'll just shake that out for a second. Moving on to the shoulders one at a time. So we place our left hand on the belly. Taking our right arm up, we're going to reach up towards the ceiling, extending as far as we can, and then look back at the hand as we rotate all the way around, keeping the knees nice and soft. Inhale, come up. Exhale, circle. Good. Inhaling the arm up. And as we exhale to open into that full circle, just notice if the hips have changed position. We want to try to make sure that the hips stay forward so that we isolate moving through that mid-spine and shoulder joints. And as we come down, we're gently going to transition to backward circles. Inhaling up, exhale forward. And we'll do a few more. The backward circles are a little bit more challenging for some. So feel free to make those circles as big or small as you wish. Remember, we always want to go within our own comfort zone. Good. Come back to center and we'll switch sides. Right hand on the belly. And then inhale the left arm up. And again, just being cautious of the range. Wherever you feel most confident and comfortable. We'll do a couple more. And let's go ahead and switch directions. We inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. We'll do 2 more. Full circles. Good, coming back to center. Moving on to the neck. We take a deep inhale, and from here we drive the arms down, pulling the thumbs up and back, pinkies forward. This allows us to create a little bit of tension in the arms, but also allows us to pull the shoulders down so we can extend through the neck and the upper back. From here we're going to drop our right ear down towards our right shoulder, but lifting the left cheekbone towards the sky. Take 1 full breath, and as you exhale, come back to center and switch sides, dropping the ear down towards the shoulder and then lifting the cheekbone, holding for 1 full breath. And coming back to center, and we'll just alternate from side to side. Again, going at your own pace. And just feeling the extension in the neck, tension releasing down the arm lines, and perhaps down into the middle of the back. Remember, shave away the tension, 1 full breath at a time. Good, 1 more. And coming back to center, shaking it out. Moving on to paint the fence. We draw the arms up, driving the knuckles down as we inhale up to stretch the tops of the wrists. As we exhale, we drive the hands down, pulling the hands up. Inhale, knuckles up towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Extend those side bodies. Exhale, drive down. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, release. A few more. Paint the fence is a great opportunity for us to expand the rib cage as we breathe. Know that the middle of the back can get quite tense over time and stiff. So opening up that breath capacity allows us to take in more oxygen and energize the tissues. Last one. And relax. Good. Perfect. Let's bring the hands together. So elbow. From here, we're going to slowly start to exhale and rotate that elbow back. Good. Come back to center. Switch sides. Inhale at center. Exhale to rotate. Good. Coming back to center. As we continue to breathe, notice if your hips are coming along for the ride. So as you get to that neural edge of the rotation, think about pushing those hips forward. Good. Coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale, rotation. With every rotation, see if you can get a little bit more unwinding through the spine. Settle the shoulders down and back. Let's go ahead and do 1 more. Good, this time coming back to center. As we rotate, we're going to extend that arm fully. Hold here, and then look forward to come all the way back to center. As we rotate towards the opposite side, we reach that left arm, we look forward, and then we come back to center. Good, let's go ahead and do 1 more. This helps to, again, just bring that awareness towards releasing the upper neck and upper shoulders. Good. Perfect. Come back to center. Relaxing the arms down, bringing the arms to heart center. We're going to come into a side bend. So we keep the knees bent for this. We're going to slowly extend our arms in opposite directions. Right arm goes overhead, left arm comes down to open up that right side body. We pause here and take a deep inhale. As we exhale, open up that right shoulder. Keep extending the arms in different directions. Good. Exhale, come back to center. We're going to switch sides. We inhale first and then exhale to release. Opening up that left shoulder and left side body. Good. Exhale. Inhale to pause. Exhale and open. 1 full breath here. do a few more. Let's come back to center. So now that we've energized the spine, we're going to move back into the hips, bringing the feet together, marrying the toes. We're going to start by stabilizing our left side. So try to make sure that the knee has a slight micro bend, but not too bent. We're going to start with hip circles on our right side. So nice and steady, we're going to inhale the knee up, and then exhale, circle around. As we circle back, we plant both feet firmly to make sure we have stabilization. Stabilize on the left side, circle around on the right. Wherever that is comfortable for you. What we want to ensure is that we isolate the hip joint so that the left side shouldn't come into play too much. Inhale up, exhale, rotate around. Shaving away tension in the hip, in the knee, in the ankle, as well as stabilizing that opposite side. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and switch directions on that same side. Shake out the legs if you need to. So from here, just like you're kind of going over a hurdle, you're going to inhale the knee up and then exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale, back down. Good, 3 more. Good, last one. Perfect. Shaking it out, we go ahead and switch sides. So on our right side, we're going to stabilize as we mobilize the left. So we inhale the knee up, and then we exhale and circle it around. Coming back to firmly plant both feet on the floor. Inhale up, exhale around. Good, 3 more. Perfect. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So we stabilize on that right side and gently reach and circulate that hip. Two more. Last one. Good. And then shake the legs out. Taking the feet, again, hip width apart to the edges of the mat. We're going to slowly pitch the hips back and soften the knees. For this takes a little bit more, okay, coordination. We're going to bring the knees in together, and then we're going to roll those knees forward. And as we roll the knees forward and out, we're going to open up the feet by allowing the weight to distribute to the sides and lateral edge of the feet. This is known as the cabbage patch. So we inhale the knees forward, bringing them together. And then as we exhale, we hinge the hips up and back. So this one can be a little bit challenging in the beginning, but this is a great exercise to release the feet, the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Just gentle circles wherever that's comfortable for you. Good, now to reverse that, we're going to pitch the knees out and then distribute the load over to the front of the toes and just rolling the arch in. Again, challenging at first, but shaving the tension as you go. Perfect, last one. We'll come back out and shake it out. Moving on to spinal rolling. We're going to energize the spine again. And then we're going to gently start to make our way down to the floor. So we want to have soft knees and feel all the 4 corners of our feet. Take a deep inhale, and then on the next exhale, we're going to tuck the chin in and just gently start to roll down to the floor one vertebra at a time. Feel free to take your time here. We're going to do a few of these. Think about relaxing and releasing each one of your vertebrae as you go down, and allow the head and arms to be heavy to act as traction for the spine. Take one deep inhale, and then exhale, bend the knees, and slowly start to roll the spine back up, stacking each joint, one on top of the other. Rolling the shoulders at the top. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, and then exhale. Let it all go. With every breath, think about pulling the navel towards the spine to protect the lower back. Remember to bend the knees. This allows us to create space in the lumbar. Inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, slowly roll back up. Rolling the shoulders to the top. Inhale, and then exhale, rolling back down, finding length along the spine, length along the back of the legs, and staying rooted to the ground and the floor. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, come all the way back up. Again, one vertebra at a time. Rolling the shoulders to the top. This time we roll back down, and we're going to transition to the floor. So we keep the knees bent, and we're just going to gently roll the spine all the way down. Now, if you find that you can't touch the floor, or that you're limited in range of motion in the back, that's okay. As we transition, we're going to walk forward in any way that it's comfortable for you to come down to hands and knees, untucking the toes, and then reaching the hips back towards the heels as you extend the hands forward. We're going to pause here for a few deep breaths in child's pose. Relax the forehead down and relax the arms to the side. If it feels nice, then just rock the hips from side to side. This helps us to compress the hip joints a little bit, so that when we start to roll up, we'll have a nice rush of blood and oxygen towards the hips. So reaching the hands forward and extending the arms, we're going to gently start to round the back and roll the spine up, pushing the shins into the floors, pulling the navel towards the spine as we slowly roll the body into upward facing dog, coming into extension. Good. Proud chest, drawing the shoulders back, collarbones wide. We take a deep inhale here, and on the exhale, we reverse that wave, tucking the chin in, rounding the back, and pulling the hips all the way back to child's pose. Inhale and pause. Exhale to release. Inhale, pulling the body forward, rounding the back. Again, feeling all the corners of the shoulders, the hips, each vertebra of the spine as you release into extension. Inhale and pause and press the floor away. Exhale, reverse the wave, pulling the hips back. We're going to repeat this 2 more times. So following your own breath cycle. Inhale, reaching up, waving forward. If you find this movement a little challenging, you can also place a pillow underneath your hips. And that will allow you to come into extension, but not too far, to protect the low back. Good, one more. And let's go ahead and reverse that wave, except instead of coming to child's pose, we're going to stop at all fours. So hands directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips. We take the knees a little further wider just to open up our base of support. And then we're going to slowly start to walk our hands over towards that right side, extending that left arm. Opening up the lat, we take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, Thumb towards the ceiling. Keep that arm straight and just let the shoulder drop down. Good. Keeping this active, we inhale and come up. We exhale down. Good, so moving with our breath allows us to focus on that elasticity and pliability of our tissue. It also allows us to focus on reclaiming some of the lost water that we get just through compression through our day. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. Walking the hands back to center, we walk all the way over to the opposite side. Right arm goes a little more forward to extend the side body and open the ribs. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. As we continue to move and breathe, think about creating space along the rib cage in between each one of the ribs. This allows us to energize the lungs and the connection to our heart. 2 more breaths. Good. Let's walk the hands back to center and then sink the hips all the way back to child's pose. Releasing to the floor for 2 full breaths. Good, walking the hands forward. We're going to come back to our spinal roll again, so rounding the back. And this time, as we start to come into extension, we're actually just going to release the whole body towards the floor. Coming to Sphinx pose, we place the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, and then arms parallel with the hands down, so that we can, again, use the hands as a biofeedback tool to press the body away and open the shoulders. Again, if you find this particular posture challenging, you can place a pillow underneath the hips to minimize the extension in the low back. Do what feels right for you. We're going to take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to shoulder check over our right side. Then we're going to inhale back to center, and then exhale, shoulder check over the left. Make sure that the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders so that you rise up and reach. So by integrating the shoulder checks allows us to once again relax the neck, but it also allows us to relax the back line. Everything from crown to tailbone. The last one. Good, returning to our breath. We're going to flare the arms out, placing one hand on top of the other. From here, we're going to take our left cheek down. We're actually just going to hang out here and breathe. This is called crocodile breath. So as you inhale, think about pushing your belly into the floor. This helps to create space along the rib cages, as well as the spine, and opening up that deep space between the ribs and the pelvis. And see if you can press your breath all the way down into the pelvic bowl. As you take each exhale, just imagine tension leaving the body. As we continue to take these long, deep breaths, we're going to gently start to switch sides. So we keep the hands where they are, and just pick the head up, opposite cheek to hand. And again, returning to the breath. We inhale, we exhale. And see if you can extend the length of your inhalations and exhalations.
And as we continue to breathe, this is another opportunity for us to check back in with our bodies. So let's go ahead and kind of scan from the top of our head, the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. And then back up from the feet to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips, to the back, the shoulders, the neck, and the crown of the head. Let's go ahead and take one more deep inhale, full exhale. And then when you're ready, we'll press the hands underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to push our body up, coming back to child's pose. We'll take one full breath here. Just again, returning to release that low back. And then we'll go ahead and come back to all fours. In any way that it's comfortable, we'll come into a seated position. Making sure that both sit bones are comfortable on the floor, and if you need, feel free to place a block underneath the hips. We're going to end our practice today with just a few deep breaths as we inhale and then exhale, release. Inhale up the length of the spine, and then exhale down the length of the spine. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, ground. And if you have your eyes closed, open the eyes, bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. We hope that you've enjoyed the Rise and Shine video from Pain BC. Thank you.